Hello, my name is Sarah Tinsley, and today is October 5th, 2019, and we are going to do our sheep brain dissection and pointing out of the structures. Let me go ahead and put this on. These are my materials today. So I have my sheep brain, some things to help me point out the different parts, as well as my list. So I printed off the list that was provided, and all I did was write it down in a different order. That way I could explain this in a way that flows more smoothly. So I'll go ahead and get you zoomed in. Alrighty, so we are going to start with our exterior view. All of this is our cerebrum, broken up by two lateral hemispheres, separated by our longitudinal fissure. Back here is our cerebellum. These lines are our sulcus, and the medial parts are the gyrus. And the section back here on our cerebellum is our vermis. Layering the brain, we have our meninges separated into three different skin-like layers. Top layer is going to be our dura mater, middle layer is our arachnoid mater, and third layer is our pia mater. Now if I flip this over, I'm going to pretty much peel this back. As you can see here, we have our olfactory bulb with our olfactory nerve. And then we have our optic nerve, kind of makes like an X like this. So the top portion would be our optic nerve. The middle would be our optic chiasm, followed by our optic tract. Then we have our oculomotor nerve, which should be found right here, followed by our trochlear nerve, which should be somewhere in here, and then our trigeminal nerve, which would be found on the side in here, followed by our abducens nerve, which is somewhere in this portion. And then if I split this in half, let's see, we have our we would have our spinal cord all the way at the end, followed by our medulla oblongata, and then our pons, our midbrain section, with our pituitary gland, and our hypothalamus would be, I suppose, right here, and our thalamus up here. Then we have our arbor vitae right here, followed by our superior colliculus in here, our pineal gland, let's see, if I do this, you'll see our lateral ventricle, and then this portion is our corpus callosum. And then this might be a little bit easier on this side. Our septum pellucidum, this one's a little difficult to point out, but it's kind of where our lateral ventricle is, kind of this portion on here. And then our choroid plexus, if I'm saying that correctly, is going to be found kind of in here in our third ventricle. And then our cerebral aqueduct, followed by our fourth ventricle. And then of course you have the spinal cord all the way at the tip. And when you put the two halves together and you were to cut off the ends, it would kind of have a butterfly shape. I'm not seeing it too much in this one, but If these were put together, in the middle here would have a gray matter, and the outer portion would be of white matter. All right, this concludes our video. Thank you.